Newsreel, real news, real quick. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre at least a dozen times on Tuesday declined to comment on the federal raid into Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. She said President Joe Biden had no heads up from the Justice Department that the raid was coming. The White House also refused to respond to inquiries about the political weaponization of law enforcement by the Biden administration. New York City Mayor Eric Adams said on Tuesday about Texas Governor Greg Abbott, quote, "For the good of America, we have got to get him out of office," unquote. Adams and Abbott have been engaging in a war of words about the Biden administration's failure to enforce illegal immigration laws. Americans may finally be catching a break from surging prices, if just a slight one, even as inflation is expected to remain painfully high for months. Thanks largely to falling gas prices, the Labor Department report for July, which they'll release Wednesday morning, will show that prices jumped 8.7% from a year earlier, a high rate of inflation but slightly lower than the 9.1% figure in June. President Joe Biden signed an executive order for Medicaid to help women seeking abortions to travel between states to obtain access to the procedure. It remains illegal to use federal funding to pay for abortions under the Hyde Amendment unless the woman's life is in danger or the pregnancy is the result of rape or incest. But the White House is seeking to work around that prohibition. The Biden administration's Department of Health and Human Services intends to invite states where abortion remains legal to apply for permission to use Medicaid funds to, quote, provide reproductive health care to women who live in states where abortion is banned, unquote. And finally, they call him El Jefe. He is at least 12 years old, and his crossing of the heavily guarded U.S.-Mexico border has actually sparked celebrations on both sides. El Jefe, or the Boss, is one of the oldest jaguars on record along the frontier, one of the few known to have crossed a border partly lined by a wall and other infrastructure supposedly to stop drug traffickers and migrants, and the one believed to have traveled the farthest, say ecologists of the Borderlands Linkages Initiative, a binational collaboration of 8 conservation groups. The initiative confirmed that a November 2021 photograph is in fact the famous jaguar El Jefe. And that's the way the world is. See you next time.